Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. In this video, I'm going to be redesigning this Rolex thumbnail here, and we're going to be creating this thumbnail here. I'm recording this at the end, so this thumbnail I created, and I'm going to show you how I used AI to make this image from scratch. Now, this is the original Rolex thumbnail first. Let me just show you what this looks like. So this is the video itself here. As you can see, it does have 5.2 million views, but that's just because Rolex spent loads of money behind paid ads to get those views. But this is the video, and Rolex could have, saved their ad spend and got millions of views on this video if they just updated their thumbnail and title. So what I want to do is really just break down exactly how I went about making this thumbnail and also changing the title, all my decisions behind it, and which video would you rather click on, this one here or this one here. So I'm going to break down the entire process, how I use AI, how I change the thumbnail, title, how I think about all of these things, so that you can see what it takes to make a really wonderful thumbnail. And by the way, if you're new here, then hey, my name's Oscar. I've got 1.5 million subscribers on my main channel, and I run a company called Owen Creative, where we help top brands, but also creators and business owners as well, really grow on YouTube. So let's just firstly start off with everything that is wrong with their thumbnail. I mean, firstly, this looks like just a screenshot from the video itself. It's really unclear what is going on. Now, firstly, the actual subject is really, really small, so you can't see who she is or what she's doing. So the second thing is there's just loads of like blank space here, blank space here. There's random people in the video as well that build zero curiosity. And also the title is Rolex and BBC, Arts in Motion, Episode 20, Cecilia Baratelli, A Voice That Defies Time. Reading that title, I have no idea what this video is about, right? So let me just break down all the decisions that I made when thinking about what the thumbnail should be before I explain how I actually went and made this. So I always start off with the title. You've got to remember that the title informs the thumbnail. So we always start off with the title. And what is this video actually about? Well, I went and watched it, and it's basically talking about this woman who's got an incredible voice. So I changed the title to something like The Voice That Changed Opera Forever, Rolex Presents. Brands often like to keep their name in the actual title itself, just what brands like to do. So we firstly shorten the title. The golden rule is you want your title to be 55 characters or less. So that's what I did. And then the next thing is the only reason someone will ever click on your thumbnail and title is because the thumbnail and title build curiosity. Right now, this just reads like, like a statement. There's zero curiosity that's driven. Whereas something like The Voice That Changed Opera Forever, that makes you go, oh, who is this person? What did they do? And that's what the video itself is actually about. So I really just watched the video. I was like, okay, this would be a much better title that also aligns with what the video is about. And I changed it to this. The next thing I then wanted to do was I wanted to do a two-part thumbnail. Honestly, if you're confused with like what your thumbnail should or shouldn't look like, just follow this formula. Split the thumbnail in half. On the right-hand side, have some text, and on the left-hand side, have a face. That's all you really need to do. That's what most successful YouTubers do. So that's everything that's wrong with this thumbnail. Now let's go and actually build this thumbnail here itself, and I'm going to walk you through my entire AI process. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is get a really nice, clean image of this woman here singing. Now, I went online, I couldn't actually find much. So what we're going to do instead is use AI to do this. So if I just go onto Google and I search Cecilia Baratelli and I come up with images of her, we can get a whole bunch of images of her just, doing whatever. And we're then going to come to this AI program called Higgsfield AI, which is incredible for like redoing thumbnails as it were. You can see I've made a whole bunch of thumbnails here using it. And we're going to make a thumbnail basically using AI of her face. So I'm just going to take a few screenshots of her face. This is the first one. And we're going to just drag them in to the AI. So what I've done is I've taken a few screenshots and I've dragged them into this AI tool here called Higgsfield. Then the settings we want is 16:9. We want to create 4 different images. And then we just create a prompt. So this is the prompt I've come up with. Create an image of the person that I've attached an image of singing on the left-hand side of the frame. She's on stage holding a microphone close to her mouth. Her head is tilted back with her eyes closed and her mouth wide open as if projecting a powerful high note. She wears a shimmering dark sleeveless evening dress. The right-hand side of the image is mostly empty, filled with dark shadowed theatre backdrop that resembles heavy curtains with a subtle ambient lighting, creating dramatic, intimate performance atmosphere, cinematic and photorealistic shallow depth of field. We're going to use Google Banana Nano Pro. We're going to have a 16:9 image, and we're going to create 4 variations. I'm going to press generate, and we'll see what we get. And as you can see, it's created 4 really awesome images of this person singing a high note, and I think these are really good. Now, I could generate more, but I think this one here is really good. So what I'm going to do now is download this, and this is going to be the base template for the thumbnail that we're actually going to go and create. Awesome. So we can now see how much better this image is than this image of her singing here. And the next thing we want to do is add some text on the right-hand side of this image. So this video is obviously by Rolex, so I'm going to probably do something like Rolex Presents, and then we want some text that kind of builds on this title title here. So the voice that changed opera forever, Rolex presents. So I had a little think about it, and it could be just something like the legendary voice. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to press the text icon and just type in Rolex presents. And I know it's in red right now. We'll change that a little bit later. And that will, let's say, go here. And then I will copy this, and then I will move it down here, and we'll do the legendary voice like this. Now, Photoshop's got this really cool feature when you press this button here and you press block, it goes into this thing here. So it kind of like aligns all the text. I'm gonna make this a lot bigger. I like to have my text in red to begin with, just so I can position it properly. And then the Rolex Presents, we wanna keep the company branding. So that's why we're having Rolex Presents. I think we're gonna make this a little bit smaller, the text. So let's just go try 12. And then I want to increase the spacing between the text as well. So if we just press this button, we can maybe increase the spacing to like 25%, maybe 50% like this. And I think this as an actual thumbnail, obviously we'll change the text color in a second, looks so much better. I'm just gonna align this. So I'm gonna place this bang in the middle, and then I'm gonna put this maybe here. And then what we need to do is, I'm actually gonna do a little thing where we're gonna make this even bigger and have the voice just cover a bit of the microphone. You'll see why I do that in a second. So I'm gonna make this a lot bigger, and it just takes up more space on the image, so it's really, really sort of obvious what's going on. I actually think the image of her could be bigger as well. So I'm gonna double click on the background, and then I'm gonna make this bigger, because I think the expression on her face, just the bigger it is, the better. So you can see we're kind of doing a two-part thumbnail style here, where there's the person on the left and then the text on the right. Now I'm gonna make the text a little bit smaller now. Just play around with the sizing until we get something that I really like. So maybe this here. So now, as you can see, we've got this image here. And what I'm gonna do is now just turn this text so that it's white. I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna do this, and just see what the actual image looks like. So I think that looks pretty good. If we zoom right out, that's a very, very captivating thumbnail. And I think what we could now do is add a very subtle premium gradient to this as well, because remember, Rolex is a very premium brand. So gradients tend to make images just look a little bit more premium. So what I'm gonna do is just add a gradient overlay. So that you can see I've added a very, very slight whitish gray gradient overlay, just the default one from Photoshop. And I think it just looks a little bit more premium than the white text. The next thing is, I think, the spacing here could be a little bit wider as well. So just go 75. And again, wider text is normally like really premium. And the final thing I now want to do is just change this. We're going to create a little mask, and it's really subtle effects like this just make the image look well thought out. So I'm going to add a little mask, and I'm just going to remove part of this text here. So it's clearly just going behind the microphone. Just like that. So I think this is really cool now. This looks really premium. I'm just going to center the text. This is now aligned a little bit better. The final thing is we're going to now just add in the Rolex logo. So I'm going to press remove background, and then we're going to take the Rolex logo and we're going to put it in the top right-hand part of the image, just to keep the branding, the company branding sort of aligned with everything. And I think this as a thumbnail is really, really powerful. Now, the only thing that's bugging me a little bit is this background here. I think it's better than having a black background, but I almost want the light to be pointing towards her. So I'm gonna try something. I'm basically going to hide the text. I then want to select the background. So I'm gonna select her, then I'm gonna select the background. And I'm just going to have, basically say, I almost want like a spotlight on her. So I'm gonna say, create a soft spotlight coming from the right hand corner of the image, shining on to the main singer. Have the rest of the background as black. Let's just see what this does. Yeah, it's this kind of thing, but it's not quite right. So right-hand corner. I want the kind of light coming from up here shining onto her face, if that makes sense. But this is better already. You can see how it focuses your eye on her singing. That's what we really want. Okay, that's a little bit better. That's all right. So we're going to just press generate similar. So generate similar, and what AI will do is just create similar images to this one. I want to get some more variations of this and just see what it creates. I don't want it to be too, maybe we could see what this looks like. If we do the legendary voice, Rolex presents. That's all right. That's pretty cool. Yeah, there's something, I quite like this one because this light here kind of lights up the text. I kind of like the bluey theme actually, and it kind of guides your eyes towards her. So it does showcase this, but it really guides your eye. It really emphasizes the text, but also it guides your eyes towards her. If you compare it to the original, which was this is just a lot more captivating, I think. So I'm just going to get rid of a little bit, just clean this up a little bit. Okay, cool. So I just cleaned it up and we've ended up with this. We've got the Rolex branding that really stands out. The text is very, very clear as well. And it's got this very premium looking font and gradient to it. Her face has got a really wonderful expression. And if you were scrolling on your feed and you saw this, I think you would click on this video. If you compare it to the original that looks like this, it's just night and day difference. Now here's the thing, thumbnail and title are only one part of making a YouTube video, but if you want to actually be really successful on YouTube, you also have to have a really good YouTube script. So go and watch this video here where I break down how to write a killer YouTube script step by step. I'll see you there.